What is Giardiasis?
Giardiasis is a parasitic infection.
What is the mode of transmission?
Number 1. Anything that comes into contact with feces from affected humans and animals.
Giardiasis can be spread from person to person or animal to animal via hand-to-mouth transfer of cysts from infected feces or feces-contaminated areas.
Can spread through eating contaminated food or drinking contaminated water.
Can be found in public water and swimming pools.
Where would the pathogen be found?
Giardiasis can be found anywhere in the world. It can be found in streams, ponds, and rivers, soil, food, and water.
It is mostly common in developing countries due to lack of sanitation and clean water.
Giardiasis can be found in the United Kingdom, Canada, and also Russia.
What are the signs and symptoms?
Some have no symptoms. Some can show up 2 weeks after exposure. Cramps, watery diarrhea, fatigue, nausea, gas, weight loss, and loss of appetite. Children under the age of 5 are at risk for malnutrition, which can impact development. It lasts about 6 to 8 weeks.
How common is giardiasis? Giardiasis infected nearly 2% of adults and 6 to 8% of children in developed countries. It infected almost 33% of people in developing countries too.
What is the treatment?
Is treatment possible? Most don't need treatment because it clears up on its own, but medication could be prescribed by some doctors.
How can it be treated? Doctors may prescribe medication if the infection is severe or prolonged. Most doctors use antiparasitic drugs rather than letting it clear up on its own. Antibiotics include metronidazole, which lasts 5 to 7 days, tinidazole, which treats Giardia in a single dose, and nitazoxanide, which is good for kids and comes in a liquid dose.
Can you prevent it? Yes.
One way you can prevent giardiasis is by washing your hands often. You can also purify wilderness water by boiling it over a fire or boiling it on the stove to clear any bacteria or parasitic infections inside. You can also keep your mouth closed more often. It's also important to not swallow water in public places because it could have a parasitic infection like giardiasis inside. It's also important to drink bottled water, especially in regions where giardiasis is active.
Fun facts. Organisms have been found in as many as 80% of raw water supplies. Most commonly identified intestinal parasite in the U.S. More common in children. It is sometimes difficult to detect. Has grown more and more resistant to standard treatments.
Thanks for watching.